Hi, Earthmates. It's me, Lady True, and I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since the last time I posted a video, but it wasn't as long as the last time before that, so I think I'm getting better. Like the time between is getting shorter and shorter. I was up and was like, I feel like posting a video. There's so much I want to talk about, so many things that have been crossing my mind that Divine Spirit wants me to share with y'all. And but then I realized that y'all really don't know me. So, I'm just this soul that popped up on your on your For You page or your recommendation page, and I'm talking to you like, like you know me and you don't know me. So, I thought this video would be, tell you a little bit about myself and my qualifications and in this thing called life. Why do I feel like I'm the perfect person to share my expertise with you? Um, I was in hell, literally lived through hell from the age of 6 till about 3 years ago. And after I spent my stint in hell, I escaped. I got through it. Everything that was thrown through at me, I got through it. I escaped hell. And I couldn't be happier. And I feel this overwhelming joy at knowing that I escaped hell. And I realized that my purpose in life is to teach other people who could be going through their own personal hell how to escape hell, how to weather the storm, how to keep moving forward. Because hell is not as permanent as you think it is. Uh, you believing that it's permanent is what makes it permanent. And sometimes you could real become aware that you're in hell, even if you didn't do anything to be there. You become aware that this is hell. And there could be a number of reasons why you realize you're in hell. Uh Generational curses, stuff that's forced it on you. You didn't make a choice, you just kind of woke up in it. Like I said, I realized I was in hell when I was 6 years old. So, that awareness can come pretty early. Hell is not as permanent as you think it is. But I wanted to share more about me so you can see my qualifications. Like, I don't have too many degrees, but I do have a degree in life. And I graduated. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm sure the hell not where I was. Pun intended. Like there's this feeling of, I guess, the video games where you're loading your character and they sitting there waiting for you to do something or change their outfit, they skin, right? And that's how I feel. I'm just waiting for the next chapter, the next level. I'm waiting. And since I'm in between time, I figure I share some of the things that I've learned that help me, because I really do want to be of service. I really do want to help people feel better, because I've always had great empathy for other people and their experiences. Anything you could think of that a human being could go through, I've been through it. Believe me when I say I get it. I get it. I see you. But in my journey back to myself, I've realized that my great empathy for others I can't martyr myself on the altar of y'all insecurities and trauma trying to save you. Like, I feel like this videos, the information I'm gonna be getting in these videos, that's gonna be my contribution. Like, a lot of y'all, a lot of people, unhealed people I cannot be around. You are going through your own personal, emotional, physical hells, and you can't hear, and you're so caught up in the hell that of your own making, or that was made for you. You just found out that's your environment. You can't hear nobody. And that's okay, because I there was a time when I couldn't hear nobody. But I wasn't willful in my ignorance, and many of you are. And that I can't abide by. Like, I need you to be healing. I need you to be on the journey. I can't, there will be no more free rides. Like, you need to be doing your work. Like, we all have our rooms to clean. Like, I'm not coming uh 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 into your home to clean. I'll help out if you put it out there and you request that of me, because I have that kind of heart. But my job, God didn't send me here to clean up everybody's mess or be a receptacle for you to dump your negative energy because you don't know what to do with it, or you can't transmute it, and because you see me as a person that can. Because there are ones of us that are out here, we know how to transmit the energy and flip it and twist it so we can keep moving forward. But y'all see it as a, not as a blessing or inspiration. You just see it as a resource or a tool, like, ooh, a garbage disposal. Nah, motherfucker, I'm tired of y'all stuffing shit down my throat. I'm tired. So, I see why monks stay up in the mountains humming and shit, because that shit is peaceful. And they can put out their good energy and vibes and not have to worry about some uninitiated coming in and fucking up the vibe. I digress. Ah, hell. So I spent my time in hell, and now I've become more intentional about the energies I let in, and intentional in my thought process and the things I want to pull into my life. I no longer need to experience the hell to know what heaven feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just ready for the heaven part. But I understand that, I it can't be just about me. I want other people to feel good. I've always wanted y'all to be happy because I always knew how to be happy. And I have spent the last 30 years defending that skill of mine. There are some serious happiness haters out here who are outright offended that my black ass is happy. It's something about me smiling that just seem to have some of y'all glitching out. Like, who this uppity negress? Don't you know what you are? Don't you know who you are? What you mean you happy? I got more than you. I look better than you. I got better resources. I got better. Why are you over here at the park barefooted dancing in the sunlight? The bitch got to be crazy. She got to be crazy. Who does that? You know who does that? A motherfucker that don't care about what you think. I didn't come and enter this physical vessel to be miserable the whole time I'm here. And if kicking off my shoes and skipping through the fucking grass at the park gets me closer to that feeling of peace and divinity that exists in all of us if we're just open to it, then that's what I'm gonna do. Um, hell, even within hell, I found joy, and that's what got me through. You can be happy in hell. Yeah, you can. You can find moments of alignment that keep you going and moving forward. That it's like little signposts. Don't give up. That little moment you had before them demons caught a sniff, Miss Hannigan. Do I hear happiness? Miss Hannigan, your happiness. There are these moments of connection and alignment that keep you moving forward, that let you know there's something beyond the illusion. There's something beyond it. But anywho, I wanted to do a thing. Like, I don't want to be an outright like reader because I have tarot cards and oracle cards, but I don't be wanting to open myself up to, like, I just learned how to close myself off to the world's energy. So I don't think I want to be pulling on anybody's energy or getting, but I do want to do like pull out an angel number, and it could be like the vibe of the video, or maybe it's something that you need for you. So I'll pull one for everybody, and it's an affirmation, and it's really nice. It's the angel number oracle, Okay, can you see that? It's a little guidebook, and they're really beautiful cards. And I use it with my Oracle card journal. And every morning I get up and I pull the card and I write my thoughts about what I pulled, and it's an affirmation. And then I take the word and I write a sentence in my own, make an affirmation out of the power word or the word of the angel number word. But I thought I'd do that because I want to contribute. I want to help y'all feel better, but from a distance. Like sometimes some of y'all just out there just wilding and swinging, and because you having these nightmares and shit, but you don't understand that I didn't call. I'm ducking and shit because I didn't do it. I have no. When you meet someone, okay, you have no idea their history or what trauma they might be carrying or how that might be being expressed in their behavior and how they move and stuff. And then some people are really good at masking, and they spend their whole life wearing a mask. So you not even meeting them. You meeting a mask. And it's just so much information. People don't even know themselves. Don't even know they own trauma. They don't even know that something that happened to at 3 is still fucking with them now. They don't even know because they suppress all of it because they don't want to feel it. It was a horrible, so let me push it back. But it's like sweeping trash continually under this rug till the rug is about 12 feet high with all that psychic bullshit you refuse to deal with. So a lot of people are just out here unhealed. Like I most people don't mean to turn into the monster that attacked them in the first place. And I get that. And I have great empathy for that. But I can't let y'all hurt me no more. Cause it's like you want me to be you. There's so many people who want to turn you into their miserable self. And I will fight you to the bitter fucking end before I give up my personal joy that I've cultivated over the years, the tips and tricks and things that get me through. Like coloring baby, that's my jam. The adult, you don't even need to call it adult coloring, but I'm not ashamed. I color because it helps me. It helps that part of me. It helps little muffin. Oh, well, ah, hold on, I'm back. Okay. This is Muffin, and she's 5 in this picture. This is about a year before hell came, or maybe it was around the same time, where this smile, can you see it? Went away for a long time. And it's been fighting to get through over the years, but now it's back. See? It's me. And I will fight you to the bitter end before I let y'all take away her smile because you're miserable or you refuse to heal, or I saved my little me. In me, she's okay. The shit that happened to her, me taking care of her now, totally invalidates every fucking thing that any demon ever did to me because I got her back. I carried her on my hip and I made sure she was going to be all right. I made sure to give her her smile back. And that's something worth fighting for. Me, I'm worth fighting for. And you got to tell yourself that you are worth fighting for. Even if the only motherfucker fighting for you is you, you got to reach to that little kid in you that had all that fucked up shit happen to you. The fucking betrayal, the lies, the anger, the yelling, the beating, the starvation, the abandonment, whatever the hell happened to you. You got to go save them because nobody's coming, because everybody got their own battle. Nobody, the savior you keep looking for is you. You got to be worth saving. You got to believe that before the divine can come in and the angels can't come in if you don't invite them. It's like vampires. Everything needs consent, but they have us consenting to the wrong shit. We'll let in an energy vampire. But the angels, why would you be afraid of an angel? Their only goal is to be service to us. Beings of pure light and love. Yes, this is Muffin. So let me get a card. Hmm. Beings of pure light and love, but they too have to be invited in. They're like a reader that's on here whose name is uh leaving me right now. She said this one thing that said with me. There's no free play without free will. And that sits with me. When you try to give people an excuse about why they did what they did to you, they had a choice. They might have had wrong information, but they had a choice. They might have been acting from trauma, but they had a choice. They could have did something different. For instance, I'm not sure, I can't remember if I told this story in my other videos, but I have talked about several times how I decided not to spank my child when she was 9, and I never put my hands on her again. Because in the process of me spanking her, and I was generally spanking her, like I got my ass beat. I was getting my ass beat at 6, which is why I started running away from home. Because at 6, I knew this was not my home. I you they used to ask me, "Where is your little ass going?" Away from here. You niggas is mad. Madness lies in that house, and they kept bringing me back to that place. Like the police had to know. Why is this little girl keep bouncing? There's got to be a reason. How many 6-year-olds you know in your personal life and that you've dealt with, they're just running away, just climbing out the window in the middle of the night? What are they running from? Nobody ever asked that question. They kept sending me back. But I'll finish that story anyway. But I was speaking to my daughter about something. And in that process, I had a Freaky Friday moment where I saw myself through her eyes, and I never touched her again. I never wanted my baby, who was literally the first being to teach me what unconditional love was, to fear me. Respect all day, but outright fear, nah, I'm cool, son. I figured out other ways to just with her, and it didn't involve me beating her brains out. So, anywho, let's get this angel number. I'm all over the place. Y'all have to forgive me. I'm just so excited, like I'm nervous, and I know I'm supposed to be doing this. You know how you just know, and if you don't know, sit with yourself. It'll come to you. Sometimes you just got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to be with yourself. Sometimes you got to get them other energies from around you, because I promise you, everybody don't have your back. You have people around you. Some of y'all have people around you right now that have been wearing a mask for years, and you keep giving them the benefit of the doubt. You know, in your nervous system, these motherfuckers hate your guts. But because you think that's all you got, or there's nothing else, or you don't have it in you, or how can you, or why or how, worrying about the how, you stick with them because they're familiar. Hell can become familiar, but the vision of heaven, that should just be what keeps pulling you through. But anywho, angel number. All right, cut the cards. And let's see what the card is. All right. Oh, all right, y'all. It's 22, angel number 22, harmony. I don't know why this is showing backwards. There's probably something, I'm savvy, but not too savvy. You know what I'm saying? Uh, 22 harmony. Look at that heart. Look at it glowing. Don't y'all? Do you feel the love? I feel it. I want you to feel it. Feel the love. That's for you. And I'm gonna read you what it is. 22. All right. Me. Okay, here we go. Duality is a part of the human experience. The challenge lies in finding a harmony among all your beautiful facets. This is a call to address any imbalances that may be throwing your energy out of whack. Are you open to connection? Are you open to the connections around you? And upright, which we got, is surrounded by loving energies and newfound wisdom. All right, yay for us. Adapting to strike a balance in your life. We love balance over here. Understanding and reciprocity in relationship. That word, reciprocity, I be feeling like a scholar when I say that right. Understanding and reciprocity in relationships and seeking connections and collaboration. That's why I'm doing these videos. I want to connect with y'all in some kind of way that keeps me safe, but gets the information out to you. Okay. And the affirmation for this harmony card, let the glow of love, you feel it. I am grateful for the love that surrounds me. That's your affirmation. I am grateful for the love that surrounds me. And if the only love you have is yours, be grateful for that. There's so many people who hate themselves. They don't love. I just I remember not liking me. But then I realized that that was a lot of projection. Like people will dump their shit in you and you think that's your shit. And then you get to cleaning and stuff and you dig. That's why you got to do the inner work. Because you get in there and get in the attic and then you go down to the basement and you're like, who the fuck boxes is in here? It's got different names on it. Get that shit out of here. Now, sometimes you can recycle some stuff or sell it off. But most shit going in the landfill. We're going to do a bonfire, burn that shit out and salt the earth where it burns. Like a lot of that shit ain't yours. A lot of it ain't yours. It's the people around you. A lot of y'all know you good people, and you keep wondering why things ain't moving the way they should. It's because the people around you. They don't want you to succeed. They need you where you're at with them, spending your energy on them. Some of us are genies out here. Some of us make stuff happen. And the people who feel like they can't do that or don't know their own gifts, so they be hating on ours, they see that and they're like, nah, I want the golden goose. But instead of taking care of the golden goose and that being the best, well fed, taking care of golden goose, I mean, the goose is laying eggs. The goose lays gold eggs. Why are you treating the goose like shit? That is the curse of being a good person. Either they want to treat you like shit, you got horrible conditions, you in a cage, you're not free range, they're not giving you the right feed. Sometimes they want to kill the goose. They think if they kill the goose, they get all the eggs and and it's just a fucking goose. Because the goose was the magic. The eggs wasn't in the goose itself was manifesting the fucking egg. Ugh. There are people around you that don't want you to see who you are. I think it appears there's no good people because you're hiding yourselves or you're being hidden. It amounts to the same thing. Either you're hiding that you're this light, that you were sent here. The balance is off on earth. Man, woman, up, down, left, right, all of it's out of balance, out of balance. And God, the divine, is not giving up on us. Ever. Ever. So the divine sends spirits down here who are willing to be the light because the shadows the shadows, they trying to act like this is their realm and it never was. They can go back to hell. I really do generally believe most people are just unhealed and they act out because they need to heal, and once they heal they'll feel better and they'll stop that shit. But some people, their whole fucking purpose is to be that demon in your life, and all you can say is back to hell. Get thee behind me. Get on the fuck up out of my face with that shit. If you want to be a demon, I'm gonna treat you like one. You want to be an op, I'm gonna treat you like an op. You want to be an enemy, I'm gonna treat you like an enemy. I don't give a fuck what you are, what title, what blood. None of that shit matters if you moving like a devil. Some people, you just gonna have to give them to God. Wash your hands of it. Only one person sacrificed their life, Jesus. So why you keep expecting Jesus like behavior from me? He, and another thing, when Jesus did that, when he died for our sins, it was for people who were repentant in their sinning. You don't get to keep sinning over and over and over again and going to Jesus. Even Jesus like, oh, come on, man. I saw you willfully go do that shit again. And now you on your knees because karma breathing up your neck. That's the consequence of the energy what you give is what you get. You giving out death and destruction. What the fuck do you expect to happen to you? You can't call on Jesus You got to be repentant. You got to come with an open heart. You got to come with, I am sorry. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to do the work. And you got to show that with change behavior. Jesus didn't die for your asses to keep doing the same evil. You know what you're doing. So you have been marked with a demon, okay? Whether you are outright demon or you just the energy of that shit, you can't be around me because we are on opposing sides. I'm here to save souls, not destroy. I'm here to help, not hinder. And some of y'all hindering. But it's all right. That energy will be removed in due time. But till then, y'all got some exorcisms to do. Y'all got some cleansing to do. You got some saging to do around you because you got energies around you that you don't need around you. They are feeding on your goodness. They keeping you blind. You already feel it in your body, but you ignore it because you're afraid to step out for you. You're afraid to take that leap and know that the divine is going to catch you. Don't you know it's your angels telling you to do that? Harmony. There are happiness haters. They hate it because they don't think they can do it. They either don't believe they can do the work, they don't care to do the fucking work. All it amounts to is they want everybody as miserable as they are. That's why misery loves company. Which is why when you start healing, that shit get lonely. I have been alone for a while, not because I want to. I love people. I want to get to know all y'all are books to me, and I get to open up and read you. But some of y'all straight up horror. Ain't no mystery. Horror. Because you refuse to do the work and you want to shit on people who would, shit on people who do, because you're living in the hell of your mind, the hell of this reality. It's like it's like we're all co-creating together and there's this war going on which reality we want to believe in. And some of y'all want to believe it's all hell and that's bullshit. I'm not going to concede that ever. We got babies down here and these young souls coming here to do the work that they're being sent here to do. And I'm not going to let you take away their vision because we are supposed to be in the golden light of our enlightenment. We are supposed to be growing up spiritually. And y'all refuse to. You rather it be hell because it's what you know. You're inviting it in. You keep inviting the vampires in. And then wonder why you get bit. Stop letting these motherfuckers in. Stop. Hell no. I'm running around here with a garlic necklace on. Silver. Holy water. Wait a minute. Got my Florida water. Wait, hold on. I got my Archangel Michael smudge spray and chakra protection. I'm trying to keep the energies clear over here because they're not playing with us. It's always been about good and evil. Always. And that shit comes in any color, any gender, any configuration of humanity. Evil and good is there. Evil and good is there. And a lot of the thing evil shit people do is because they're conditioned. They come out the womb and they hit you as soon. Bow. Evil. Fuck it. Don't believe in nothing. Don't believe in nothing and no one. And especially yourself. Everyone's out to get you. Everybody wants to take from you. You're just a resource to be used and abused. And when you get old, maybe you'll have 10 years on the back end. Thank you for your service. I hear y'all. I hear when I tap in, I can hear it, the suffering. But I don't mean we give up. You fight with that little bit of light to the very fucking end. I could be surrounded by evil. And I'm going to hold my light. We've made hell real. If it's a true realm, it ain't supposed to be here. You didn't come here to suffer and be in pain. Life was never meant to be hard. It's a learning ground. You came to experience whatever you came to experience, but you can't ever get to what the fuck your soul came here to experience because you're so busy caught in the 3D in your physical body and keeping it safe and fed and the dangers and the lurking and I gotta get a job and I gotta have a family and I gotta get married and I gotta do these things and oh my god and you never get to be self-actualized fucking ever and you ever. You are what they say. We are what they say we are. So I started running away when I was 6, because even at 6, I knew this ain't it. And that turned into a lot of running away. I was a habitual runaway. You know, it was miserable where I was at, the home I was in, that I was left in. The only thing that saved me was books. Books are my friends. Books never hurt my feelings, except if, the story's sad and shit. But books are just, right now, the book I'm reading is, where is the book I'm reading right now is by Neil Gaiman. Gaiman. I'm gonna say Gaiman. Neil Gaiman, American Gods. So I know there's a show. I thought I'd read the book first and then have, get myself acclimated to the world and then watch the show. And I tell you so far, this is this is some shit. Uh Books were my friends, and even though I was in hell where there was no hugs, there was no kisses, sometimes there was no fucking food. There's always pain, hunger, loneliness, abject loneliness. So books were all I had, and from the second I start reading, it gave me another perception, another world to be in. And that's why I learned about people who stories of people who had kids who had parents that kissed them goodnight and had summers of swimming at the lake, riding bikes, sleepovers, and tree houses with lights like the ones behind you all over the place. I learned about integrity and love and community and doing things for the collective, and the underdog wins the day, and perseverance, and even through all the hell, there still can be a happy ending. Books will always be my first loves. They saved my life. And if the powers that were smart, they would have never let me read, because I had something to visualize when I was in hell. And I had something to share with the people around me who were also in hell, but they didn't want to hear it. What are you talking about? That white shit. Talking about your feelings and love, and how about not be mean for the sake of fucking just being mean? Everybody's not always out to get you, because I never was. At 6, when my smile was taken away, I became pretty introverted from the things that were happening to me. There are spaces of my from 6 to 12. There are years I don't remember at all because it was that bad. And I guess whatever was happening to me taught me not to talk, or I just couldn't. People probably thought I was slow because I was just so quiet. It just seemed like it was just better just to be quiet and watch, because I didn't know what was going to happen and I didn't know where it was coming from, but I knew it was coming. And I would just observe. And I've been observing y'all for a really long time. And most of y'all just miserable. And you don't believe anymore. And I never stopped believing that things can turn out all right. Hope was all I had. Was all I had. My time in hell. Hope is hope in being able to run away, because baby, I became very good at smelling the evil. I listened to my body. I remember one time, uh, when I was 12, I got caught shoplifting. I had ran away. By now, the police all knew about me. And I got caught shoplifting. They took me to juvenile hall for the first time. And my parental figures didn't come get me. And so I spent from 12 to 17 and a half back and forth in juvenile hall, from juvenile hall to group homes and stuff. And they sent me all over the state. And I would always leave because my body was always telling me, yeah, this ain't it. Maybe that was good because this was, back in the day where, regulations wasn't it, even regulations now aren't as great as they could be. But there was a time. And there was a time I had AWOL'd from a group home, and I was 14. I was 14 or 15. 15. I was 15, and I had met this other girl. Uh she was 16. And we were both runaways, and we met downtown of my city. And the downtown of my city at the time had a very vibrant runaway community. And we was hanging out, and we came across these two these two. Oh, I don't want to. It's like I don't want to get into race, but I'm trying to tell a story. So it was a 16-year-old. It was me. It was a 16-year-old Caucasian girl, and it was we ran into two 20-year-old brothers, black men, and they was letting us stay at their apartment. And they was doing what a lot of men like to do: sleep with teenagers, and they wanted to pimp us. I can laugh about it now because that that wasn't my destiny. Um, but they wanted to pimp us. Now, at this time, I had a very honed sense of danger, like a tuning fork. That motherfucker would get vibrated in the center of my being, and I would start feeling like a caged animal. I got to get out. So the week before, this is what they talking about. They basically had us. The week I was there, I belonged to these men. I was 15. I was scared. I didn't know what else to do. Uh, and they was very. I wouldn't say they was outright aggressive, but the threat of it was there. The energy of it. You know, homegirl. I can't really even remember, but she could have been as afraid as me. But it wasn't like we were talking about it. Everybody's just getting along to get along, right? So it was like one of the guys was like, "Hey, this coming up weekend, we're gonna put you out on the stroll, and this is what you do, and this is how you collect the money." I'm in prostitute boot camp at 15. Not even fucking lying to you. The closer it got to that Saturday, the more caged up I was feeling. I can feel the energy right now. This vibrating through my body, the fear of doing this. I'm trying to imagine myself getting in the car with these strangers, because I kept thinking these are strangers. Like, yeah, I was a loosey goosey teenage. Men were taking advantage of me. I was being taken advantage of. But in my mind, I was allowing it, even though I'm 15 and really didn't have no fucking. But in my mind, it was different to get in. I don't know these people. We ain't chit chat or nothing. So the whole idea, even at 15, I was like, that's wild. Like, and they're teaching us what to do. And when I want to keep it, PG. They showing us the ropes. The closer it kept getting, the more that energy that you gotta get the fuck. This kept getting. It was like a litany. Gotta no. You can't. I can't do this. And it was like one of the guys could feel like he knew I was a. I think he knew I was a bolter, and he tried to keep me like next to him, close to him all the time. Like that whole week to that Saturday, from that Monday to that Saturday, I was looking for a way out, like a deer in headlights, scanning. I've got to get the fuck out of here. And so he kind of felt that energy and kind of was keeping me next to him. And it was really freaking me out because I'm looking for a way out and I couldn't find one. So it's getting there. And it was like that Friday night. And for some reason, one of the guys got pulled away because it was the two of them, kind of like, our guards. They wouldn't keep letting us out their sight. And that particular night, he was in bed with the other girl. I don't want to keep calling her. I wish I. Oh God. Homegirl. I'm gonna say homegirl. I don't want to keep calling her the white girl because she's more than that. And I pray in my heart of hearts that things turned out right for her in her life. So homegirl was in the bed for some reason. He had been on me, and then that night they was in the room and I was on the couch in the living room. So we fell asleep. They had been drinking some Parmesan or some shit like that. The brown liquors. And I'm out on the couch and I fell asleep on the couch and they was in the room with the door shut. Oh, the other guy was gone. And I remember something waking me up at 2, 3 o'clock. Like literally and I remember waking up on the couch and the voice said, "Get out. Go. Now." And I got up. I started getting my shit together. Get my shit. I got my bag. I got off that couch, my bag. I went to that front door, and it was a deadbolt, and it was like 2 locks on there. I remember. And you ever being trying to fucking be quiet, and everything is loud. It's like everything's screaming, like you step, like god damn, bitch, shut the fuck. I hit that. It said click. It was the loudest click of all clicks in the history of clicks. At least in my heart doing it, because I knew this was it. This was like that Saturday morning, like 2 in the morning. That night, I'm supposed to be selling my motherfucking ass to some stranger. I'm supposed to be getting a car, and then I'm gonna turn around and give my money to this motherfucker who ain't did not a drop of work. Pimps are the laziest motherfuckers. But anywho, I opened the door. I go my ass across that door, and I shut that door. Click. My little bag and got the fuck on. I slept in a laundry room that night. Was out there in the street. And the fucked up thing, and I probably ended up back in juvenile hall and another group home. I went to like 11 or 12 group homes in the space of 12 to 17 and a half. They used to be like, why can't you stay somewhere? Because these are not my homes. None of these places is home. To this day, I wonder about that girl, homegirl. I would have took her with me, but I couldn't. My angels woke me up, got me the hell up out of there. You can't tell me that the divine doesn't exist. There's not a soul on this planet that could convince me that there's not a benign energy, regardless of what you want to call it, Buddha, Allah, God, Jesus, Lord, Lady, whatever you want to call it, that there's not a benign energy looking out for us if we're open to it, if we're willing to listen to our instincts and our intuition, which be the divine knocking on your soul saying, hey, this ain't right. We know shit ain't right before we see that shit ain't right. I knew that wasn't right for me. I didn't need to experience it not one damn time. That's what 6-year-old taught 15-year-old me. Sometimes it's okay to run. Now, yeah, there have been times in my life where I have ran from stuff I shouldn't have out of fear that it's a bad experience. And because it became a habit, you do need discernment of when it's time to, stand 10 toes down and dig in your boots, your boots on the ground. And I'm about to stand here and just bear this shit, or when it's time to leave. Sometimes it's just get your shit and go. Like a thief in the night. Don't even leave a note. So that's what 6-year-old me taught me. So yeah, I was in hell. My life didn't turn into pixies and rainbows after that experience. It was, hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. Until I realized it was the environment and the people around me that was bringing in their karma, their bullshit, because that was never my energy. I'm a peaceful soul. I like when it's chill. Baby. Oh, So at a job that I went to, when their hiring process, they do something called the talent card, where they call you up once they, like, say, hey, yeah, we want your energy. They do this phone call where they ask you a series of questions so they can see personality wise whether you mesh. I think it's more they can see, like, oh, I could really get a lot of this motherfucker and play with them. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, it's called talent card. And I was very excited because you got to work for 90 days before they even tell you. I'm like, I want that. Once they was like, oh no, we want you to work here, and you pass the talent card and all that shit. And I've been wanting to know the answers for 90 on my 90th day. I was at HR talking about, where's my card? So I have my card, and your talent creates excellence, and it's true. Find out what your talent is. So the very first thing under people acumen. Wow. I always knew I was a wow. Okay. A wow. Life of the party. And under that is it's very important that each customer has a positive experience and you like to brighten people's days. You greet customers by name and like knowing more about them. I do. You realize that satisfied customers are much more likely to return. So you go out of your way to talk with them. That's me. I'm a people person when I'm not being attacked by other people's insecurities all the time. But the very first line of that is life of the party. I always knew that. I'm the one that wants to be, I'd rather be having a good time with you than fighting with you. I spent too much time in hell to not appreciate a good fucking time. Okay, you can be in hell and still have a good time. If you know how to do it. And I did. I'm not saying that my time in hell, that there weren't moments of divinity. There was. And it led me back to me because I realized I was providing that energy to the to the to the haters at hand. I was being the love that they shat on. They were mirroring me. I thought other people were feeling what I was feeling. They weren't. They just appreciated that I was feeling it because I cover them in it. I cover people in my love. If I love you, I love you unconditionally because we're all flawed beings. How could we not? They do it from birth, it's by design. How can I not see you in me? Like, everyone keeps acting like there's this big separation instead of looking at it, we are family. They made this race shit up. We are different fucking degree. We are different versions of humanity. When you look at me, I see me. You should see yourself in me. I am just a reflection of you, just a darker hue. You mean to tell me the fact that I'm a darker hue, you can't see my humanity no more? Get the fuck out of here. You're just conditioned to feel that way. There is not one singular human experience that we are not having. There are no original experiences. It's just the human experience. We've all been hurt. We've all cried. We've all hurt. We've all been embarrassed. We've all been humiliated. We've all maybe soiled ourselves once or twice because we got too drunk. We've all been fired. We've all quit. We've all broke up. We've all been broken up with. We've all had the same fucking experience. And the whole point is what makes it unique is your POV of it. That's what gives it the uniqueness because you're experiencing this thing called life through your POV and it's valid. There are no fucking supporting players. It's all stars. Everyone's a star of their own fucking story. And we're just co-creating that, weaving this tapestry of life together. And y'all keep trying to make it something it was never fucking supposed to be. And a lot of us don't want to be part of it. I don't want to fight you. I will defend myself and I will protect myself, but I don't want to fight you. I'm supposed to be learning from you. And you're supposed to be learning from me. And these motherfuckers, powers that were, they know that. They know love is the most powerful energy we have. It is the engine of creation. Love is not just two people falling in love and fucking and making babies and getting married. That's not what love just is. Y'all shit on love. You beg and cry for it. And when it's in your face, you shit on it. Or try to make it false. Or try to make the reality you're living more valid than what is in front of you. I don't understand. And I never will. And maybe that's a good thing. We are all contributing to this mess. And I don't want to no more. This is my resignation letter. I don't want to co-create hell anymore. I want to create heaven. And in order to create heaven on earth, we have to at least have the vision for it. Some of you motherfuckers don't even want to think about it because you're so caught up in your own personal hell. There's a micro hell and the macro hell. And the reason why there's a macro hell because there's so many micro hells coming together and putting that energy out to where is this hellish energy is just circling the fucking earth. This wave of misery. And anytime somebody has the nerve to stand up and say, no, you shall not pass. Off with their head. Get the torches. It must be a witch. It's a false idol. How dare you? You think you're better? No, you think I'm better. I never said no shit like that. I know I'm not better. I gotta wipe my ass. I smell that every time I go in the bathroom. Any thoughts of perfection go away when I take a shit. If I was a perfect being, it wouldn't be smelling like that. It smells like chocolate chip cookies every time I walk out the fucking bathroom. Maple syrup, baby. Waffles. So no, I know I'm not perfect. But it's something to strive for. I'm perfectly me. And that's where you can be perfect at. Being exactly who you were designed to be. Even though some of y'all were designed to be karmic, but that's a whole nother video. And then you too can make it through that because you're supposed to get the lesson so you can relieve the karma so you can fucking evolve. Like the whole point is ascension. And some of y'all keep trying to weigh us down. I'm trying to use my wings. Let me up out of this motherfucker. I'm tired of this heavy shit every day. Smile, motherfucker. Be happy. You're alive. You don't want to die because if you did, so you get up. Instead, I have to go to work. No, you don't. You choose to because you don't have to. Yeah, you need money, but you can put in work to find something that works for you. Everything that's going on is something you're choosing for the most part. And I'm not talking about people dealing with abuse and all that. So please, even though you can't leave comments, don't even leave the energy. I know there's a difference in that because I was living through shit like that before. But I'm saying that you can even in prison, you can be free in your mind. You can is there not you can't give all they are not allowed to have all of you. Y'all, they can have her. I took her back. They take our innocence and our youth and our happiness and our openness to learn and explore and be happy and joyful. All the things that make life great that you felt as a kid, they take it from you. And now you just, oh, we. Everybody just rowing. I'm sick of fucking rowing this battered ass fucking horrible leaky ass boat with patches and shit. Let this motherfucker sink. Some of us can swim. Oh, I just want us to be happy. And that's going to be this is just a little introduction to me and my energy. I'm just here to help you know, let you know you can get through hell. Environment, you know what I'm saying? Hell. Even if you just set the intention, that's energy. I'm going to be free of this one day. You sent out a little arrow of intention into the great beyond. And that motherfucker got to circle back. It has to. Because you sent it out. You expressed it. It has to come back. You are its source. Just put a good thought, even if it just, I saw this. You know what I love is when I give people compliments and they pretend like they didn't hear me. And that shit used to hurt my feelings because I never tell you a lie. I generally look at you, find something I like, and tell you about it because you could be having a bad day. And you might need to hear that that's a cute ass blouse you got on. I've had motherfuckers pretend like they don't hear me at all. So instead of getting my feelings hurt, I finish the interaction to myself. And sometimes, I'm sassy, so it might be loud enough for them to hear. But I'd be like, hey, lady, because I call every woman a lady because they have forgotten. Hey, Miss Lady, that's a cute ass blouse you got on. And then silence, right? They go by like they didn't hear me. And I'd be like, oh, thank you. You this thing? Yeah. Yes, girl, that's cute. Well, thank you. You have a good day. You too, girl. And go. I finished the interaction because in the perfect world, that's how it would have went. And I try to give some grace. But I know I'm a pretty good reader of energy. I had to be. How do you think I got through hell? It's nothing but demons trying to get you in hell when you still got a live soul. They know when you're not part of the pack. So I had to do a lot of ducking and dodging and reading and checking the vibe and shit. So I know I read energy. As soon as I look at you, I already know. And the sad thing is, a lot of people know I know, and I can't help that. That's my gift. But get close to whatever your version of you. Just the divine. Like even if you don't believe in God, you believe in life. That's happening around you. So just believe in life, in your own life, and figure out who you are. And your gifts will come in time. We all came here to make a difference, but some of us are sidetracked. Some of us refuse to give up the veil of forgetfulness. So yeah, I'm here to help you navigate out of hell because it's possible. And even though, like I said, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not where I was. I'm in my loading stage right now. I'm just ready for the divine to show me where the next place I'm supposed to go because I'm done with this one. I did all I can. Sometimes you got to be like, well, I done all I can. Like, because sometimes our ego will get into it. Like, I can fix this person. If I just love them enough, if I just hold them enough, if I just feed them enough, if I just sit them down and look them in their eyes enough, they'll come around. No, it's not time. Some people like hitting that snooze button. Let them hit it because their awakening is, if they're meant to awaken, is when it's already divine timing. And maybe that's for you to figure out. That was for you to figure out that sometimes you have to leave people with God and go on with your life because there you have a finite time, and and one day you're gonna look up and it's gonna be over. And I refuse. Like the first the first few decades, you had me. You had me at the beginning. You had me in the beginning, but change. Your awakening can be at any time. My awakening started at 26 till now, and I'm fully woke, fully up. Neo in this shit, ones and zeros. There is no going back to sleep. So I got to do something with this level of awareness, and I want people to feel better. And I want us all, and as corny as it is, and I know it is, and I don't give a fuck. That poster of the earth and the little paper doll cutouts are holding hands. That's what the fuck I want. All in together now. Because there's a small percentage of motherfuckers on this planet that think the rest of us are just here to serve their agendas. And that is patently untrue. They've created a realm, an environment, a dimension where it's just hell. Even if you don't even go through hell, it's still the hell of navigating through this fucking bullshit that doesn't allow you to be balanced in any kind of way. What is up is down, and what's down is up. What is right is left, and what's left is right. It's it's so many souls, so much energy. And if all that got activated for goodness, if everyone's light was on, the glow that would be on this planet, they can't have that. But I don't care because I hold the vision. I hold the vision of healing because I healed. Do I get triggerish? Sometimes when I feel like being dramatic. But for the most part, I know no one has divine authority over me except God and myself. That I don't have to allow or consent to any motherfucking thing I don't want to deal with. I don't have to. To know without a doubt I come in peace and I demand it because I give it. And if peace is something you can't give me, you gonna give me distance. You don't get to spew your shit on me because you hurt. Just twirling in a fucking circle and just throwing up on every fucking body. We got our own shit we dealing with. Your misery is no, your suffering is no reason to cause somebody else suffering. Y'all, some of y'all too fucking mean. You're mean. Mean spirited. You dick hard pussy wet to be mean. Can't wait to be that mean girl. Be looking for it. I will literally watch a video, enjoy its content, get my giggle, scream, scrump my scream, holler my hollers, cackle my cackle, and never notice that that motherfucker only had one sock on. But you best believe it's gonna be 10,000 motherfuckers in the comments talking about that one holy sock they had on. How did you even see that? Because you be looking for negative shit. You look for negative shit. So many of y'all out here serving Satan and don't even know it. You minions of the devil, and you think you serving God, and you ain't. I don't care what version of God you talking about. You not serving no divinity that I know of. That's not how the divine feels. You go out your way to be cruel because someone was cruel to you. People have been cruel to me my whole life. And not once have I ever came to somebody and say, how can I make them pay? Madness lies out there. If I could, I would take you all into my, but I can't because you won't consent to it. You'll allow vampires in, but you won't allow love in, and that's wild to me. Love feels so much better than somebody in your face pretending to be love because you serve some type of agenda. You're a resource to them. Now I'm very clear about fair exchange is no robbery, but it ain't no. It is not a lot. It is not a lot of free exchange, fair exchange going on out there. It is not a lot of good faith. You can't fucking tell me there's a lot of coercion and bullying and abuse and groupthink. And I just be sitting there like feeling like a literal orphan. Like I must be from somewhere else. I don't fit in nowhere. That's why I'm like, team good. Where y'all at? I don't even care. I don't care. None of that shit. Indian, Eskimo, Native, Asian. I don't care what you look like. Team good. Hark. Who goes there? Friend or foe? Team good? So I gotta gird up. Oh, can I let? None of that shit is of any consequence to me. Evil is in all fucking forms. They got us caught on appearance. This fucking totem pole bullshit they made up. They made it up. And the only reason why you still buy into it, if you do, is because of your own fucking insecurities, because you need some outside external validation instead of getting it from within. You need to be able to put your boot on my neck so you can feel like something when you bringing us both down. Do you think yo mean-spirited, bigoted, racist ass is getting into heaven as is? No, partner, you got some work to do. I'm not saying it's not. Extension is exactly that. You know, it could be a topsy turvy. You go up, you go down, but eventually we all make it home, hopefully. But some of y'all so far ain't even left the fucking starting mark. Why? Because you're too busy holding on to motherfuckers who's actually trying to run the race. You missed your start. Now you gotta walk your ass all the way back there and start the race right. There's a shift happening. It's a shift occurring. You feel it. That's why Team Evil is out here with the light works and the lasers and you know what I'm saying, the light show and the sleight of hand, because it feels it too. There's a shift happening. and the awakening is happening. You're going to be forced to wake whether you want to or not. It's just that it could be an easier process for you. Unless, like I said, you just team Satan and well then square up. What's up? Oh, oh my goodness. I love, and I'm not ashamed of that. That doesn't make me weak. That doesn't make me soft. I'm not trying to be a white girl. I'm not trying to be anything but what God designed me to be, a vessel of love. I don't want to be mean. I don't, that's not, no, I'd rather make you some cookies. I made some brown butter chocolate chip toffee cookies, and I made the toffee myself. That toffee, mwah, I was on the stove cooking that butter and sugar together. Had my little candy thermometer, the hard crack stage, baby. I made toffee. I'd rather make you some cookies than be your enemy. Y'all know you want comfort and love. Why do y'all fight it? No. It's like a kid that need a nap. No, I don't want to go to sleep, Mom. I don't want to. Take your ass to sleep. Take a nap. Lay down. Be still. Don't even take a nap. Just be still and be with yourself for a second, please. Kendrick said it. A few good ones left, but it's not enough. And I've ad-libbed that part and said, I need some of y'all to heal because it's not enough. Don't you hear God calling? It's not enough. And the funny thing is, we don't need that much. The power of love is so much stronger than evil any day. That's why they keep trying to kill anything that has to do with love, free spiritedness, happiness. They hate that shit. We supposed to be we supposed to be rowing. How you singing? You know what's so funny? It's something about people don't like people whistling. Like I'll be at work doing my job, and motherfuckers will get mad. I can't whistle while I work. You already make it where I gotta work. I can't whistle. You don't want a bitch to do anything. I can't be happy. Do you know I was dancing at the park one time, having a good old time. The sun was shining and the grass felt good on my toes, and I am dancing for my life. And someone called the police on me because apparently some you dancing is crazy. And I had a police car and a Mountie come up on that grass to inquire about what my free spirited ass was doing. Is dancing against the law, officer? Oh well, no, we got a call that somebody was acting crazy at the park. Well, I was skipping to my loo. No, someone saw me being joyous at the park driving by, and they hate happiness, hating ass. Some of y'all have become what harmed you. It reminds me. I'm about to go because I could talk forever, as y'all can see. Uh, uh, high key takeaway from all this is I'm here to help you through hell. I'm here to give you the tips and tricks, the things that help me. I'm here to help you. That's why I'm here. I don't want nothing from you but your healing, your happiness, your healing and your happiness. That's all I want. Like, oh my God, what was I about to say? I was at the park. They was hating on me. That's always something that's happening to me. Oh well, I guess I wasn't supposed to say it. I can't think of it. Give me a second, y'all. Dancing at the park. I need your healing. I do need that. I need you to heal. Well, I guess I mean the only thing I can leave you with is hold the thought. Just hold the thought. Before there was this, it was a thought. Before there was this, somebody had dry lips and was like, you know what? I gotta do something about that. And then think, I'm tired of my lips being chapped. What if there's a thing that, look, it held the stuff in there. I can rub it on my lips anytime I want to. And look cute while I'm done. Someone thought about this shit first, right? Somebody said, I'm tired of being connected to a cord. I want some free. They thought about the shit first. So why is it when it comes to spiritual ideals, y'all act like y'all can't think about it? You think about shit all the time. You think about old shit that happened to you 40 fucking years ago, but you can't think about that your life might turn out all right. Think about it. Hold the thought. Hold the best thought you can hold. Even if I'm gonna make it through this day. So you gotta start somewhere. It's a scale. You guys remember Price is Right? And that one Yodelay who game where the hiker was going up the mountain, and if you went too far with your estimate, he would fall off the side. That's us. You gotta you yodel your way up. You gotta keep climbing. Some of y'all just stopped. Stagnant water is dead water. You gotta keep that shit flowing. Well, that's it. I I generally on a universal level love us. Those that give me consent to love you, because I'm not forcing my love on another motherfucker anymore. If you want my love, you got to give me the secret sign, or you got to let me know you open to that. Because baby, I'm not. This is where I'm gonna throw it out. But just I'll be pleasant and all that, but all that just bringing strays home and all that stuff. I man, I did it all. You're home. I got a spare bedroom. I believe me, I've done it all in my quest to be of service to my human family, my earth mates, because we all need this planet. We all need each other. This is supposed to be a collective. Yeah, you're an individual, but you create on an individual level, but we're doing it together. And it'd be nice if we was all on the same accord, so had the same vision, and then we could have a cohesive painting of peace, of love, and prosperity for all. It's possible, but we'll never know if we don't think about it. So I've been holding hope for all of us all this time. I need some help. So can you hold some hope for your life that it can work out? Because it can, even in the darkest shit. It can. Believe me, I know. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be dead. When I say they threw every fucking thing they could think of at me. And I'm dodging the shit now, but at one point I was taking body hits, man. I have no vest, nothing, just taking it to the chest. I remember one night in my early 20s, I had just got a whole check stolen from me. My dumb ass left it in my backpack in the open front flat. Like, I had no discernment. I had no fucking awareness. Everybody was my friend. All motherfucker had to do was smile, and oh, you must be all right. Anywho, it's a miracle I'm still here. I left my money, and it was my little welfare check or whatever, back when it was a check. And it was my rent, what I'm saying, all that. And my dumb ass had cashed my check and then went to a function. And we in there drinking and doing what you do at a function, and left my fucking backpack out in the living room. And when I got home, my money was gone. And for all I know, my friend at the time could have been the motherfucker that stole it. That's how unaware I was to what was going on around me. But I remember sitting out in the parking lot of my apartment, literally yelling at the heavens, what do you want from me? It just seemed like, because of my lack of awareness and discernment and being able to not even to tell that these people did not give a fuck about me, I was just a resource. Shit was always happening to me because I kept allowing it to happen. I kept putting myself in situations where it could happen. Like, I'm not victim blaming nobody, because I've been victim plenty of fucking times. What I'm saying is I couldn't have been victimized if I had to put myself in that fucking situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I hadn't said yes to that, then none of that could have happened. Like, if I had went left instead of right, maybe I would have made it home that night. Like, that type shit. Like, and I'm in the parking lot of my apartment yelling into the heavens. I know my neighbors thought, I know people used to always think if they were saying I was a crazy, they was believing it. Yelling in the heavens, what do you want from me? Why? All the fucking time. It just felt like it was hit after hit after hit after hit. And it was because what was around me. That shit ain't around me no more. And I'll be I will literally be damned to let that shit back in. Because once you escape hell, you stay the fuck out. You don't go visit. You don't do no conjugal visits. Why didn't you visit? You're in hell, nigga. No, excuse me. I'm not going to hell. I just got pardoned. What is you talking about? Come visit. I need you to get out. Cross your river, Jordan. Once you get to shore, we can talk. But I am not going back to hell. Freedom, freedom feels too good. It tastes too good. It smells too good. I'm free. For once in my life, it's just me in here. It's just my energy. Me, Lady True. Well, it's a pleasure to reintroduce myself. I hope I could be of service to you in some kind of way, and I hope with all this yakety yak that I said something that will inspire you to hope. Don't let them, never let them take your hope. They want us hopeless because when we're hopeless, we create hopeless. We envision hopelessness. We feed hopelessness to our children and our friends and our family. Hold on to your hope. Hope as sorry you don't. My dead fucking fingers is when they can have it. Well, that's it. I love y'all. Those that allow me to love you, I love you. I hope you have a glorious weekend. And I hope your dreams come true. And I hope your journey has more ease and grace because you deserve it. Until we talk again, peace.